Hello everyone out there. I hope everyone's doing fine. Or if there's anyone that's even going to tune in now, because it's been such a long time. I could go over and over it, but just a lot of things going on. But yeah, recently I've just given up drinking, or slowed it right down. I gave up smoking a few months ago. It's all getting out of control, and even me doing videos, I was embarrassing myself. So I sort of slowed it all down a little bit. And a new lease of life has come into my life recently. I've just become a granddad to little baby Harper, and she's the most beautiful little thing in the world. If I can edit it in and show a picture of her, I will. That's if my boy wants me to as well. But anyway, the point of this video is that my last video has been really random, and I just want to do something that I'm going to enjoy doing, and hopefully you can enjoy watching. Now, one of my favourite meals out there is a fry-up, English fry-up. Now, I want to find the UK's best English fry-up, and that's a big statement. So I'm going to start from the bottom and work the way up. So this edition, and it's going to be a double edition this time because I'm looking for the best. This time I'm also going to be looking for the most value. So I'm going to use the three biggest supermarkets on this series, and if it goes down well, I will branch out and maybe do butchers and stuff like that, and maybe even go out looking for fry-ups from cafes. But this is going to be sheer cooking at home, trying to find out the best out there. So I'm going to do the three big ones: Tesco's, Morrison's, Asda. And today's edition, I'm going to do the sausages. Now, the rules on what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cook one sausage of each one. I'm going to do one bite naked and one of them inside a bit of bread. I'm going to use no sauce. I will use butter, but I'm going to be using clover right the way through the board, and it's going to be white bread right the way through the board. I'm going to next take you out to the crisori where the sausages are. You'll see the ones that I've got, and we'll go from there. So here we go. We've gone for, what ones are these? These are Morrison Savers, right? And I've had a look at these already, and I have got an opinion on these packaging. Right, so there's the value range of each of them. This Woodside Farms looks like it's independent, but it says exclusively for Tesco's, so that's got to be their finest range, value range. All of these are £1.50 a packet. So I'm going to put them in, see what they're like. There's slight variations in the ingredients. I will put a picture of the ingredients up quickly. I'm not going to go through them all because it'd be a ball ache. Yeah, as for the finest, as you can see, finest there through all supermarkets and the value range. Right, now I have had a little write down of my thoughts on the packaging, because if I eat all three and there's no all three out of each category, and there's no difference like in the value or right across the special range, then I will actually be taking it down to what they look like and the cost of them and the meat content. So let's just carry on. So I'm going to cook one sausage of each. They're all going into the crisori and they're all going in there together, so I've got to remember which one's which, and my memory's crazy. So this is how they're going to go in. So it's going to be value range at the back, and the front will be finest, and hopefully I can keep on top of that. Yep, so I'm just going to open it up each one. If you can see the colours inside these, that Woodside looks like a normal sort of coloured sausage. That looks very anemic with the packaging, and these look very bright. So they should be quite obvious when I unpack them. These look very similar, well, as the ones in the middle and the Tesco Finest look very similar. And it's going to be interesting when they're cooked. Let me see if I can put them in together. Right, they've all come out of the packaging. These are what they look like on the plate. Yeah, the top ones, so as you see, it's the same as what I had them out before. There's the Morrison's, middle one's Asda, and the right side's the Woodside one. The Woodside actually come out all rolled together, so I had to cut that sausages. The other two were already cut. Don't know if that makes a difference, but normally on all the posh ones, apart from these ones here, they've already been cut, so it probably don't make a difference whatsoever. I'm going to put it in. I'm not going to look at the meat content yet. I want to taste them and then evaluate later. But what I will say is I've got 2 for $5, so I've got in Morrison's that with the bacon, this with the bacon, both 2 for $5. Tesco's, it's 2 for $5 if you got your club card. I didn't have a club card, so these worked out, and it will be going down if I've got to work it out on if it doesn't stand out being an out and out winner. That will dock it for points. Right, there they are, they're in there, all in order. I was going to do a sniff test, and I sort of did, not on camera, there's no point, but the cheap sausages up the top, they've got more of a smell to them. I don't know what it is. It smells a bit sausagey, like cheap. Cheap, definitely smells cheap. And for some reason, the Asda one, very slippery. Yeah, a bit off-putting, to be honest with you. But the smell of the Finest all smells similar. And I'll put them in. So what I'm going to do, there's a pre-setting on this Crisori, and it's 180, 15 minutes. And that always does the sausages. I'll keep it on there. It won't do the bacon, it's too long for bacon, but that's another day. See you in a second. Yeah, so as you can see, I've taken one sausage out of each pack. When I do this as a sort of the best meal out there, value meal, I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, if I'm going to do it over a couple of days. But the sausages out there are going to be the ones that are going into the final, if you like, and they'll all get eaten. This is why I can't do the whole range out there at once, you know. So the next time round, if it's getting any interest, I'll probably do maybe little Audis. I'd like to do a butcher's range, go around all butchers. Maybe people have got butchers out there that they've rated so much that it's worth me going up there to get a few sausages to compare them to butchers that I know around locally. Anyway, that's later on. That's here and there. Now let's get on and see what these sausages are like. So yeah, there's 2 pieces of bread and buttered. I've taken the crusts off. Yeah, a bit like a child really. No, not at all. And some of the crust was really crusty, and like the base was hardly any crust, if you know what I mean. I thought it'd be unfair to try the sausages if they're not put on an even-legged playing field. So there's 6 bits. There's only going to put a bite of sausage in each one, and yeah. See you in a bit. Nearly halfway through. Coming along nicely. For some reason, if you have a look, like them 2 on the right hand side are Asda and Tesco's. Asda and Tesco's down the bottom. They look very similar, although the Asda one in the middle is still a bit anemic. But these 2 to the left, you sort of can tell that they're Morrison's. They sort of stand out by the south, don't you think? Or is that just my eyes? But either way, they're coming along. So what do these look like? Oh, all looking pretty good. It's been tried and tested, this has, so I don't need to fork them. I know they're done. Morrison's Finest. I can't remember now. Asda and Asda. It's light, I'm in it. Tesco's. Alright. There we go. Right, now I'm going to chop them up so they're adequate for what I'm doing. Go away, fly, get away from the food. Hopefully I'll go back to that in a second. Hopefully we'll like some of them. So that's how I've done it. I've done a bite up the top. As to Essentials, it cut like mush, so I've got to remember that, take that into consideration. The Asda Essentials cut like mush. This Farmhouse Foods, just for Tesco's, cut actually like a sausage should. These all cut like sausages should. There's no difference between them. But if you look closely, the Morrison one looks dry. That still looks moist. That's from Asda. The Tesco's one looks dry as well. So first looking, the finest, the Morrison's looks trump cards. Let's go and try this. So I'll just do it in order. So I know these are Morrison's. See, oh, I can't even put a fork in it, see? Told you there was mush. Right. Right. All the flavour of sausage, but it really is mushy. I've had better catering ones out of cheap. The flavour's there. I've had better ones out of cheap greasy spoons, which I suppose you'd expect. Don't know. Let's crack on. So now this is the anemic Asda one. I'll put the forks on in that better. Totally different flavour. I don't know if I like that one full stop. The other one, at least it tastes like sausage. But I don't know what that tastes like. I'll go back to that when I try it in bread. It might have a different texture. Alright, on to the farm foods exclusively for Tesco's. This has got much more sausage texture to it, feel about it. Let's go. No, that's the best one by far. That's the best one by far. Easy. Right, let's have a slurp, a cup of tea. Here we go. So I'm going to start from left again, which is Morrison's, and then I'm just going to pick up and you can just see me. Right. If you had it as a sausage sandwich, you wouldn't complain. The bread hides a lot of the mush, so we go with the Asda one, the one that I really don't like the flavour of. No. The butter will help that, but no, that is mean. So this is the farmhouse food one. Close up. See, it looks like sausage. Looks like a sausage in a sandwich. You wouldn't confuse it to being, I don't know what it works out, but probably about 15p sausage. Yep, that means all day long. Yeah, I'd eat that happily. So, the winner of the value side of this test, going into our breakfast, will be the Tesco's value sausage by far. The other ones are binned. Let's try these ones in. Now starting on the Asda sausage. Asda Essentials, is it? I'm not sure. The best one that I do. Yeah, it looks okay, a little bit dry. It's definitely a bit dry. Got to remember that I didn't even look at cooking instructions. So they could actually, on the label, say that they take a few minutes less. Have a slurp of tea and then go on for the next. Oh, did I balls up? But good job I did, because there I said that one was the Asda one. It wasn't. It was the Morrison's finest, whatever they're called. But it was the Morrison's finest. Now, I carried on eating the rest of them. I've got a clear winner. So I've got to stop saying I'm going to see how many times I've said it in this video, because that's one of the reasons why I stopped doing it, because I forgot how to talk. Anyway, let's have a look at these. That is the Morrison's. This is the winner But then I did say, which I might have missed, so I'll try it again now, that I can't tell the difference between the Morrisons and the Tesco. Tesco's maybe a bit more flavour now, but the winner of this on this occasion is the Asda. Yeah, absolutely phenomenal they are. Oh wow. So yeah, they will be going on our finest range breakfast when we get round to it. The next on this journey, which I might do tomorrow if I can get round to it, will be the bacon. See you then. Thanks for joining.